What is going on, awesome peeps? Brett McCluskey here with Electrified Reviews. It is a beautiful morning here in Richmond, California, and we are at Micromobility. This is supposed to be a pretty awesome event, and I'm excited to share this journey with you guys. We have a lot of cool speakers, a lot of amazing electric bikes, electric scooters, and tons of other micromobility that will be showing off here at the event. So let's go see what we got. Aloha. Do I need a snack? Air sounds to look at this. What is this? Yogurt? A parfait? Dude, this is like luxury stuff. Centuries ago, electric vehicles were developed alongside combustion engines. No, I was kidding. All right, so this is Cake electric bikes. I've been wanting to check these out in person for a long time. These are super high-powered e-bikes. They're kind of like motorcycles. I think they're like 10,000 watts or something really wild. So yeah, we're gonna see more of these later. Maybe we'll do a test ride. A man after my own heart. So I think this might be Voro Motors, or it might just be an assortment of scooters, but there are some Voro Motors scooters here. And these guys got some really high-powered e-scooters. Actually, looks like Wolf. Yeah, Wolf Warrior, the Kabu, that's a cool one. Yeah, we're gonna test ride those too.
The test track is just out here.
Okay.
It's actually a beautiful view and there's nobody on it.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Yeah.
It's here, it's early, let's do it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Before the event starts.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you. Ooh, the sun's up.
So nice.
I know, it's gorgeous. It's like perfect temperature.
This is perfect.
So they haven't limited the speed, because if you have experience with scooters, you're good. I can limit it a little bit, but yeah, kick to start and the bike
Start throttle.
But you have two drum brakes there as
there
well,
are
so it's
drum
dual 500-watt motors, 3 triple suspensions, you have turn signals, everything you need. 21,700 cells. Yeah, so we just launched this 2 months ago.
All right.
It's a piece, so yeah, enjoy. See you later. The power is fantastic. Honestly, the responsiveness and the power is really good. All right, guys, this is Chris with Apollo Scooters. We just took this out for a test ride. Incredibly powerful, 2 500-watt motors here, airless tires, puncture-proof pretty much. They put like 100 nails in these tires. They still don't go flat. Very cool. It's got, the thumb throttle like most scooters. But this one has a regen brake. Most regen brakes, they have like kind of chunky stopping. It's like a 10%, 20%, 30%. You can really kind of feel that chunking as you slow down. This one is a very sensitive e-brake. It's just as sensitive as the throttle, so it just feels really smooth and natural when you're stopping. And it recharges your battery up to 15%, and the whole goal again is maintenance-free scooter. So you have a regen brake that completely stops you. You have self-healing tires, so you never have a flat on the scooter. And yeah, that's why we designed the City 2022.
Awesome. And then what's the price point on this?
So the single motor is $1,399 US, and the dual motor is $1,599 US.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Thanks,
guys.
We brought like about 10 batteries here. This is our latest project we are now have.
This one right here?
Yes. This is portable. And you can, if you like for camping or something, you can just put this way. Yes.
A portable like power bank.
Yeah, and for all of these batteries, they put on the e-bikes.
Yeah.
And also some of them like seated. It's just on the seat, and some of them are just yeah.
These are cool.
Yeah, this is good, and some of them are just integrated with the frame.
Okay, and then what is? Yeah. Oh, this is for like the.
This is integrated with the frame. Yeah. This is actually a frame. The battery is inside.
Got it.
You can see, and we have the locker here, and then if you just. And then
locking
you can
and
put
removable.
and then you can take out your battery.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's great.
And it's, the battery is very important for e-bikes. Some thieves, they will steal your battery.
You want to make sure we got the lock on there.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Great, well thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful
See
day.
you soon. Bye.
This is Boaz. I'm not sure if this scooter is actually in their lineup, but I kind of hope that it is, because we actually get a lot of requests at Electrified Reviews for mobility scooters, or things that are easier to ride, things with 3 wheels like this. So be interested to talk to these guys once they're here and see what's up. Yeah, cool. My name is Brent.
Linus, nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Linus.
Linus, nice to meet you, Linus. These are very cool, man. What a very nice light here.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the images as well. It's kind of...
Oh, that's way better. Actually, you can see.
Kind of.
What's the battery capacity on this?
900 watt hours, and it's equivalent to 100 mile range.
How many amp hours is that?
25.
That's big. Yeah, that's huge. Man, great lighting on that. I tell you, that's something that I would love to see improvements on with everybody, man. It's just better safety stuff for the lighting, and that's really, I think, seriously pretty important. Yeah, especially what's the top speed on this?
Depends on which country. So in US 20, UK 50.
Yeah, the US is still wild west out here. That's good laws. All right, Lennis, well, thank you, my friend. I look forward to testing this out here later. Cool, appreciate it. All right, so we got Milo bikes here. Actually, I've not seen these ones in person either, so kind of cool to get to see these before it gets really crowded. This one, actually, they both look really chunky. That one looks like it would be gnarly for going off-road. Is it a 1,000 watt? Yeah, 1,000 watt motor. So that's monstrous. Quad piston disc brakes, 203 millimeter rotors, very cool. Inverted suspension. That's nice, man. Air suspension in the back. Oh, turn signals too. Look at this, check this out. We got turn signals here on the side. Very nice. Oh, integrated, dude, look at this. Oh.
It's officially the most advanced, like one of the most advanced e-bike you can find in the market.
Yeah, this is great. That looks like a legit, now that's a legit light.
It's more than 2,000 lumens.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, that's what I'm talking about. This is an e-bike light. This is an e-bike light
Yeah,
right
you
here.
can also have a...
And that's an e-bike horn.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, we also actually have an internal transmission that can actually handle the capacity of the 1,000 watt. It's one of the few internal transmission that actually can handle like 3,000 or 1,000 watt engine power.
Right. So I'm guessing shift detection is probably in this as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you don't not torquing the motor too much. Okay. So we've got lights. Very cool. Okay. Turn signals. How do you turn the lights off?
Actually, according to European regulation, this is considered a speed pedelec.
Okay.
You need to have blinkers and also have side mirrors, daytime running lights. So
Got
it's
it.
by law.
Oh, okay. So whenever the bike is on, you have to have this one on too.
Exactly.
Very cool.
And also you can actually customize everything from the Milo app. So technically, if you like to go off-road, if you want to change the torque to your preferred settings, you can actually do it remotely.
So you can change. So if you're cruising around in the city, you can change the power curve so it's a little more gentler, save some mileage, you're not overstressing the components. Or if you're going in for the Red Bull shots, crank it up, go hit the trails.
And also, what's
is that a seat dropper?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, we got a seat dropper on this one too. Great. Yes.
You can also actually remotely lock the bike, so if somebody steals it, you can actually make the engine completely useless. So
great.
That's also nice. A bike like this is full carbon as well.
Nice.
So what's nice about carbon is that you can make a very rigid bike. So when you have a 1,000 watt battery, so that's a lot. Like you can go from 100 kilometers of range, and you have the option to put a second battery as well. So 2,000 watts.
So the second battery go on the back?
So here you have, we have actually all our side rear backs. That's why you have the rack.
Oh, got it.
You have the option to put a second battery connected directly here. So for example,
through the back. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Could you do two?
Yeah, exactly.
You could do one on each side?
Exactly. So you can actually go...
They made a bike for me.
Yeah, if you want to go all the way to San Diego, you can go with one charge, of course. You take 2 batteries.
Fantastic. And, I mean, the soda holder, icing on the cake.
You also have if you want to put your drinks on the side as well, or if you want to use it for a rack. For example, if you're going to have to carry a lot, so it's quite nice.
This is the seat post dropper right here?
Yeah.
And then we got the gear shifters and the electronics.
It's hydraulic, the shifting system.
The shifting is hydraulic as well.
Yeah. As well as you have a cutoff with it's one of the few brakes that you can actually have a cutoff when you actually brake, the whole engine shut off.
Motor cutoff.
Exactly. Yeah. So you also have a signal in the back that telling people you're braking.
Yeah, beautiful. And then on the, is that a rear hub for gear shifting?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So and that's why it's hydraulic. So
yeah, exactly.
It's a variable hub.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's it, man.
Yeah, and also one of the special suspension that we have is one of the few that you can actually lock it. So if you want to go, this can actually go to 85 kilometers an hour. according to the regulation, we limited at 45. But it's very important to make the bike rigid to lock it, so you can actually lock everything, and it's super comfortable on the road. So it's not just a bike for the mountain, but it's also really nice. For example, if you have a commute of 25 kilometers, it's ideally then you lock everything. You lock the inverted fork.
Yeah, lock the front forks.
Yeah.
So what he's saying is that if you're on the road and you're going high speed, you don't really need the suspension to be as loose as you might do it for off-road stuff. So you can tighten the suspension up, or you can just lock it so you can hit those high speeds without losing, without sacrificing control. But when you want to go on the trails, you can dampen it more and use it like a true, like a mountain bike, basically.
Exactly. What's nice about the inverted fork is you can even actually use it a bit on lock. So what's nice is that you can actually have the comfort while not compromising on safety.
Love it, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. My name is Brent.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, Lauren Densing.
Lauren. Nice to meet you, Lauren.
Yeah, I'm Vice President of Business Development and Operations here at Bimotal. Awesome. Employee number 1.
Nice.
Yeah, I know.
Congratulations.
And this is my colleague Nick.
What's up, Nick? How you doing, buddy? I'm Brent.
Awesome.
Nice to meet you. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Bimotal is a small electric powertrain company. So what you're looking at is one motor that can power a bike, a scooter, a small vehicle, and even a wheelchair.
Really?
The same motor. And you can hold it in the palm of your hand. It comes on and off in 10 seconds. So it's very, very disruptive and revolutionary.
So if we had somebody in a wheelchair and they wanted to motorize it, they could use this?
No, so it has to, we're working.
Or they would have to, okay.
Yeah, so we are working with Bowhead, that's an outdoor wheelchair company. And so as long as the proprietary rotor is on the wheelchair,
Got it.
Then
it'll sync up.
Exactly.
Got it.
Same on the bike if we swap out the rotor for the bike. And then we're working with a micromobility vehicle as well.
And that's why, like I said, electrify pretty much anything, right? This is awesome. We have a lot of people ask for, they actually ask for something like this, where if they have a wheelchair, can they put a motor on and electrify it, or if they have a scooter or something, can they?
If it has a disc brake.
Yeah, they'd have to. So
Right.
if they wanted to use bimodal, they would have to use both components. They would need to outfit their wheelchair with this sprocket, or what would you call this?
The rotor.
The rotor.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they would need the motor as well.
The motor, right.
Cool.
It's super easy to take on and off, so just undo these clips here.
They're all nice and tight, which is good.
That's very good. Yeah, you don't have to fall off.
Oh, wow,
There's
no
the
kidding.
motor, so you can feel the weight and stuff.
Oh, it's actually pretty lightweight. Bimodal.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's pretty torquey.
Very cool. Sweet. Cool. All right. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks for dropping
I'm
by.
sure we'll see you again soon. Have a good day. Thank you so much. All right. I do not know this brand, but these scooters look absolutely amazing, so we definitely got to check them out. Simon? Hi.
Yes, hi.
I'm Brent. Nice to meet you, Simon. What do we got here, man?
So we got the Aventura X Electric, 100% electric with removable batteries, up to 70-mile range. As you can see, has a classic Italian look to it with the electric interior. It's pretty unique. So
And we have this, which is perfect.
It's perfect for commuting. We've actually increased the range from 50 miles to 70 miles. I could show you here.
Yeah, let's see.
We use the removable batteries.
Removable batteries, okay.
So you can simply remove it, bring it inside, charge it anytime, anywhere, similar to your iPhone battery with any 110 wall outlet, and simply bring it inside. So it solves the solution, of
range anxiety.
The range anxiety.
Yeah.
And the problem of having the use of a garage station. You need a garage station, just bring it home at a coffee shop or restaurant.
Beautiful. So you can just yank one of those out, bring it in with you to a coffee shop.
Exactly.
Plug it in.
And it charges.
Get charging. What kind of range can we get with both of those batteries?
So up to 70 miles.
70 miles? Okay.
70 miles range. Aventura X is the name of our company. We also have a similar company in Barcelona, Spain, with the name of Aventura X as well. So we're based out of California and we ship nationwide.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, top speed, what do we got?
Top speed is 30 mile per hour.
Okay.
We also are introducing a 40 mile per hour version in 2023.
Okay.
We also have the sidecar for the dog. We didn't bring it today because it takes a lot of space.
Right.
But this is our standard model, is the 30 mile per hour version, and 2,900 watt is the motor as well, so it climb hills perfectly.
2,000 watt motor. So we got 2,000 watt motor, 70 mile range, 2,900 watt motor,
yes.
70 mile range, 30 mile per hour top speed, gonna be 40 mile per hour top speed in 2023, and they have a sidecar, it's not here. You guys haven't seen this yet at Electrified Reviews, but we actually have a beautiful puppy, a Labradoodle. We'll show her to you soon, but maybe if we get one of these, we'll put her in the sidecar. You guys will love it.
That's it.
That's great, man. Thank you so much.
Of course, anytime. Nice to meet you.
I need one of these. Oh, I need one of these very badly. I want to ride this everywhere. Let's do a test ride. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, nice to meet you guys. Thank you.
We'll head out that way.
All right, so we're sneaking in a test ride early before it gets super crowded, because I know as soon as this thing starts picking up, we're never gonna have a chance to get on these, so we're doing it now. Okay, so like you can't see this very well probably during the day, but these are gonna be probably pretty bright in the evening. Yeah, I'm looking at it and the reflection right now. Oh man! Okay, this thing has a lot of pick up and go. 2,900 watts, 2,900, right? Yeah, 2,900, you can really feel it off the line. This thing's actually got a lot of pep and it's smooth. Very smooth. How much does it weigh?
200 pounds.
200, yeah. The weight feels good though. It feels like a real, like a Vespa. I mean, it feels like a real Italian scooter here. All right, good stuff, man. All right, guys, see you later.
See ya.
Yeah, right. I can spend the rest of the event riding this thing. This is awesome. Ride these things? I'm gonna ride them home.
Do you have any questions on any of them?
I have so many questions. Can I bring them home with me? When can I bring them home with me? How many can I bring home with me? I actually have not, I don't remember the specs on these. I have looked them up before, I don't remember. So give me a breakdown here. Okay, top speed you said is 65 miles an hour.
65 miles.
65 miles. Wattage.
Wattage.
The motor. What are we looking at for the motor here?
11 kilowatts.
11 kilowatts. 11,000 watts.
Yep. So it's you know, and then pretty big battery on it. 2.6 kilowatt battery. 52 volts.
So that's what is that? 260 amp hours or 2,600 amp hours?
It's a 50 amp hour battery.
50 amp hour.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, you know, it's one thing to look at them, but you gotta hop on.
We're gonna hop on this thing, absolutely. So like max range, realistically, like if I wanted to go out and ride this thing hard, could we get like an hour out of it?
Oh yeah, solid hour. I would say on the trail is really where it shines the most.
Oh, for sure.
Because you're using the regen a whole lot more, right? What kills the battery is going ham on the throttle.
And then for the regen, what kind of percentages are you guys getting back into the battery with the regen braking?
I would say, you know, it's hard to kind of pinpoint, but 10 to 20%.
Yeah.
Especially if you're riding hills. You know, somewhere like San Francisco, you're going to get a whole lot more regen.
Totally.
Right.
And then total weight on this one?
150 pounds.
Okay.
So that's what, you know, the power to weight
about
ratio
an e-bike and a half.
Yep, is pretty phenomenal.
Okay. All right. Can we take this out for a ride?
100%. Let's make it happen.
So this is a emergency switch. It's been a long time since we have reviewed an e-bike that is powerful enough to warrant this emergency safety switch, but how it works is it's magnetic. You put it on here, and then in an emergency, you just take it off and it cuts the whole, all the electrical, it just turns off, cuts the power to everything. So kind of cool way to just instantly shut everything off.
Awesome. So you're based on this top button right here that lets you select your ride mode, 1, 2, and 3. I'll get you started on 1, get a good feel for the throttle.
Sounds great.
Encourage you to take it up to 3.
Yeah, let's try it.
Brake mode 1, it's like a mountain bike, freewheel.
Oh, because it's electric brake?
Well, there's disc brakes, but the motor itself will do your regen.
So is
right?
it when you tap the brakes, that's the e-gen? Or
the regen actually comes through once you let go of the throttle.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So as soon as you let go of the throttle, it's an immediate deceleration?
Yeah. So on brake mode 1, you wouldn't have any sort of deceleration. It's freewheel.
That's what I like.
On brake mode 2, it's almost like gear 3 or 4 on a motorcycle. Brake mode 3 is like gear 1.
Yeah.
You know, you'll kind of feel yourself going back and forth. So I'll get you started on 1 and 2.
Let's do it.
And no revving on it. Just, you know, it's full torque. And then outside of that, you got your foot brake at the bottom. Very traditional. No clutch. And then your front brakes right here.
Cool.
Outside of that.
What's this one right here?
These are going to be your pass lights. So for your high beams, you could also just set the high beams on.
Sweet.
That's nice to have when you're on traffic lights. Nice little horn there.
Yeah, that's
and,
cool. Blink, blink, hey, I'm coming by.
Yeah, exactly.
Right on. All right, here we go. Dude, so much fun. So that was just the lowest power setting right there. Basically super gentle. The last time I've ridden an e-bike like this, I mean, this is really an e-motorcycle almost at this point. But the last time I've ridden something like this was from Stealth. We tested the B-52 Bomber a couple years back, but this thing, this is cool. All right, let's go turn up the speed here. Kidding me? Okay, seriously, ridiculous. It's so powerful, you really have to, I mean, if you guys have ridden motorcycles before, especially road bikes, you know that when it's really powerful, you have to lean forward or you're gonna pick up that front end. This thing is like that. If I just rip this throttle right now, it would flip out from under me. That's how much power and torque we're dealing here with the Cake. I gotta do this one more time. I'll be right back. Dude. Oh, the brakes too. I mean, you see how fast I'm stopping with this thing. The brakes are so smooth. I'm guessing these have to be true moto brakes. Yeah, they're quad piston, huge, chunky, probably 203 rotors. Man, a lot of fun to ride. All right, see you later.
Items directly from the containers. Yes. Just tap to pay on the container lid.
Okay, you are a smart store. You very much are. So I could just buy. That's kind of cool. Good boy. Okay, so apparently we could win a free phone case. Let's see what happens. Big money. Big money.
This is our latest product line, so this is our mobile line.
Mobile.
And what it is it's basically a case that's super, super slim, super low profile. Absolutely.
See what we got here.
And that little square in the center is our entire mounting system.
Okay.
So what it does is it gives you all the benefits of a magnetic system, which a lot of people are familiar with. So that's what gives you that easy on-off access, right? It's also MagSafe compatible, which is pretty cool.
This is super cool. Okay, so phone case, Peak design. Basically, you just put it on this little clippy magnetic thing, goes down, and then it actually locks into place, so it's not going anywhere. Little button on the side. Perfect. So if I was going to use this for navigation on, like, remember that the Cake bike we just tested? If I'm going off-road on like a super steep, bumpy trail, I'm going to want probably something like this that's going to actually physically lock the phone to the handlebar. So very cool.
Let me show you this too. So the mounts that you were just playing with are motorcycle mounts. They all have vibration isolation built into them.
Oh, got it.
Phones are notorious for getting destroyed on motorcycles. It's not as big of a deal on an electric bike, but it is on a regular motorcycle.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the case is magnetic, and it also provides a mechanical hard lock in one.
Yeah, okay, so even if I didn't have a MagSafe phone or whatever, a MagLock phone, I can still use this with the case.
Yes, and it will give you MagSafe compatibility.
Oh, right, of course.
And so if
so this is actually like pretty cool, kind of worth showing here. So with these guys' case, if you use the Apple standard like MagSafe case, this is what that looks like. I mean, it works great, but it's just a little, not super stable, right? There we go. Okay, with this one, it's way stickier on a magnet. So you can see if I push down on it like this, it barely moves. And that's pretty durable.
Pretty impressive. And again, you still have compatibility across the entire MagSafe system.
The Mini.
12 or 13? 13?
13 Minis, little guy.
Boom.
Cool!
And then that's me. like I said, we can get you in touch with our PR.
Honestly, thank you. I'm gonna put this on right now.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
You too.
All right, let's go. Okay, the event is about to start here. I think the first thing we have is like an intro event from Okai, which is an e-bike brand. Okay, they're starting. Let's go.
Now, we did find that the, janky sawhorse model was really too high maintenance. And so we did take down all those temporary, interventions. What we are looking at now, though, is where slow streets were popular, were loved. How can we put in permanent slow streets, especially taking into account the new traffic patterns now that the worst of the pandemic is over? We have to also adjust to that.
And a lot of the audience is entrepreneurs building new technologies around mobility. How can entrepreneurs in micromobility work most effectively with cities from your perspective?
All right, I love you entrepreneurs, but we all have to accept there's a little bit of a culture clash between, the high-tech, move fast and break things, and the deliberative process of democracy, which our founding fathers baked into our system. It's okay for you to move fast and break things. It's not okay when the thing you are breaking is grandma's ankle, okay? So we need to be partners. We need to, and let me be honest, I have a love-hate relationship with government. I love her, and she drives me crazy. Because she doesn't take enough risk, she doesn't experiment. So we're good for each other. We need to, do that peanut butter and chocolate, Reese's peanut butter. Is anybody old enough to remember those commercials? Am I dating myself? So this is I think this is a good tension. But I want to highlight a company like Lyft. Lyft bought our bike share franchise. That is a 10-year franchise. That was a great signal to us that you are in this with us as partners for the long haul. We certainly have seen some companies come and go. I think the all-time record is 2 days, 2 weeks or something for a scooter company. So that does not feel like a long-term trusting relationship. But do try and help us experiment. I want to call out Gen Z, one of the early e-bikes. They actually made a contribution to the Oakland Fund for Public Innovation that allowed us to pilot what we call Paint the Town, street murals. And they have been a super fun way to engage communities in reclaiming the streets. They are traffic calming, they create a sense of beauty and belonging and cultural preservation. And that wouldn't have happened without that contribution. So that's a great example of how you can help us experiment in a way that is comfortable for the bureaucratic structure. Some of the most innovative, amazing human beings on this planet work in city government. Find them, lift up their ideas, and listen to them, and that is how we are going to create the beautiful, vibrant, equitable, sustainable cities that we have all dreamed of.
Next up, we have what is probably the most exciting part of the day, in my very subjective opinion. We are going to be doing the ride review. So to kick us off, I am going to welcome to the stage co-founder and CEO of Hunter Boards, Pedro Andrade, who is going to tell us about this young electric skateboard brand that was born in Portugal and now is in 20 different companies. So please welcome me, or please join me in welcoming Pedro to the stage.
Hi everyone, my name is Pedro Andrade. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Hunter. And at Hunter, we develop, make and sell electric skateboards that are built as a real vehicle and not as a toy. Well, when we started thinking about electric skateboards, we saw that in the market of e-boards, we have tons of brands that make very bulky and heavy boards that go fast and far, but they are missing the key elements of a real vehicle: safety, comfort, connectivity, etc. So we decided to build the Hunter board, which is the world's first electric skateboard built to reduce your risk of falling. How does it do it? Thanks to a proprietary suspension system that absorbs the impact from the road, so basically holes in the base of the road, all the vibrations are absorbed and you don't really feel them. and in the end it becomes a very comfortable ride. In your commuting vehicle, you need something that can take it from point A to point B without falling and comfortably. Also, the fact that you need your vehicle to be ultra portable, so as light as possible, and our board only weighs 18 pounds, okay? Because once you get from point A to point B, you need to carry your board once you get to point B. And the remote is your key to removing the battery. You simply put it here, like this, screw out, then screw this out. That's the battery. 24 miles of range, 34 miles of top speed, 3600 watts of power. So it's a very powerful vehicle, not a toy, okay? And in the end, our goal has always been to develop like our roadster. So why am I saying this? You're going to find out at the end of the video. This is just our first product, and we did it to prove that we were able to build a real vehicle in the board sector that not only was comfortable and ultra-portable, but that could also allow our users to go where they want, when they want, the speed they want. And if they run out of battery, they can simply take another battery with them and replace it. It's as simple as that. So our next product will be a board that only weighs 6 pounds. Okay, it will have only 10 miles of range, 20 miles of top speed. Yet in the end, our goal is to make a board that's so light that you can put it on your backpack, under your arm, in your car, wherever you want, and become less of a nuisance. Because let's admit it, once you get from point A to point B, our vehicles, our micromobility vehicles, especially those we own, they become a nuisance. Especially if you have to leave them outside and we are afraid someone will steal them. So we need something that people can take upstairs and keep it with them, under the table, on the locker, etc. This is just the first design. Our goal was for it to look as much as a normal skateboard as possible. We are next to Apollo scooters, so yeah, thank you so much.
Please welcome Juliet to the stage. Yeah, that's amazing.
Great to be here. Thanks so much for having me. I'm going to give you a bit of an overview on Brompton in North America, a sneak peek at our latest electric product, as well as a bit of context on our mission at Brompton, which is ultimately to make cities happier, healthier places to live through this curious-looking 3-part folding bike, which we make in London. Whilst the bike industry has experienced a bit of a decline, we've already heard that the micromobility sector is up, and up way higher post-pandemic in comparison to public transit and other ride sharing. Since 1975, Brompton has obsessed with delivering a useful, efficient urban transportation tool. A folded Brompton takes up 20% of the space of a regular bike, and it's this insight that we're using to redefine what urban living means in North America. It's made for cities, and we produce over 80,000 bikes a year now in our factory in London. Since its inception by our inventor Andrew Ritchie in 1975, over 800,000 Bromptons have hit the streets globally. The bike is perfect for anyone that wants to work, play, live in a city. It folds into a third of its size, and you can take it on any other mode of transport. So you can fit it in the trunk of your car. I flew from New York yesterday. It can fit on a peak time train or on a bus. And our rebranding of the product lines is really 40 years of renaming product naming conventions based on bike type to centre it around consumer needs and user needs. And to fuel this change, it also moved into a new phase of innovation for us to make the bikes lighter and more convenient for our global fan base. And it's that fan base, our community, that regularly refer to how a Brompton has transformed their life. And that was the motivation behind the P-Line Electric, which is Brompton's lightest electric bike yet. It's 28 pounds, or without the battery, or with the battery, sorry, it's 34 pounds. Its in-house designed electric motor is powered by a rechargeable battery. There's 3 pedal assist modes to suit any riding style. And the pedal assist is smooth and seamless thanks to an integrated torque and cadence sensor.
That's just showing off. That's just showing off. Our next company to the stage is a company called Nimbus. Nimbus CEO Li Hang is going to be showing us for the first time in public their three-wheel tilting trike vehicle.
What's behind micromobility is that short car trips can be better addressed by small, lightweight electric vehicles because they offer more convenience. But the reality is that e-bikes and e-scooters only cover the very short end of these trips. So today consumers are forced to make a choice between two extremes. You can either have convenience and low cost of a bike, or you can have the safety and comfort of a car. And this gap is growing bigger and bigger. So we present the Nimbus 1, a two-seater, fully enclosed electric vehicle that protects you from the elements and accidents. At less than 800 pounds, we're lighter than a motorcycle and take up less space. So it's a true micromobility vehicle. It's this tilting that enables the vehicle to be compact, lightweight, and low cost. But it also makes them difficult to use. And you have to use your feet to balance them, so you can't have doors on the vehicles. So the tilting technology we developed in-house solves these problems because the tilting still enables a compact vehicle, but the balancing is done for you so that you don't have to learn how to use it. Any car driver can get into the vehicle and start to use it right away. Even if you lose traction, the vehicle will stay upright.
And we're selling direct to consumers, so our targeted pricing is under $10,000 to buy or $200 a month to rent, including insurance, and you can cancel at any time. So that's Nimbus in a nutshell. With a more comfortable, safer, longer range micromobility vehicle that will extend the range of micromobility and make it more available to more cities and more seasons. Thank you.
We're about to have our fourth startup to the stage. They're so exciting that they needed 2 people to launch their new product, which we're about to see in a second. Please join me in welcoming Candace and Edwin, who are the co-founders, the CEO and president of Voro. They're going to be introducing a brand new form factor that's going to totally transform shared mobility and / personal car usage. Let's welcome them to the stage. Yep.
My name is Edwin Tan. I'm the co-founder and president of Voro, a micromobility company that I started with my co-founder Candace 5 years ago. So we started this company because we want to make cities more livable and more sustainable. So let's talk about spec. Voro Apollo is a fully electric, full power, can carry 400 pounds maximum weight load for passenger. And it's designed for sharing use, so we can do 45 miles for single charge. It has the same smartphone battery technology as the rest of Voro. And we think a lot about the safety, especially for the passenger. So we designed some number of features to enhance that, including putting a handle on the back that allow the person on the back to use their hand to grab the handle. And we are also designing a brand new lighting technology that includes some very cool functions, such as the turn left signals, such as the parking education for our riders, and low battery indicators, and even some fun and cool elements to really personalize the ride experience. It's just the start of the journey. Thank you.
Okay, another flex. Let's give him another round of applause for riding off that ramp so seamlessly. Made him look like a pro. So we are down to our final startup for ride review. Last but not least, we are going to have David Hansen, the co-founder of Wheel, join us on the stage. And he's going to show us something that you kind of have to see to believe, a breakthrough in self-balancing two-wheelers. So let's give him a warm welcome.
So I'm here to talk to you about the next generation of electric bikes. So Rivian CEO, he mentioned doing a clean sheet design. That's what this bike is. We've designed it so that all the meaningful features of the bike are defined in software. So the motors in the front and the rear do the braking. Pedaling is regen. And then also we have a steering motor in this bike. Some of you may have seen the videos of our bike. I won't be showing those, but what this bike does with a person on board is what people haven't seen. And so it acts as a rider assist and a balance assist, and it's really focused at new riders. So the bike has 360 awareness. It knows when it's in a bike lane. It knows where it is in a car lane. And then it helps the rider to stay safe in that lane. Taking a bike that weighs more than him up the stairs. And this was a software feature that we completely designed and saw. It was an idea that occurred to us. And so that's what the mind for a bicycle is going to look like in the future, is where meaningful features come out in software. Thank you.
David, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Okay, so now we've gotten to the conclusion of our ride review. I imagine you thought it was as exciting as I did, seeing everything from electric skateboards to a trike. We are now about to head into our break.
All right, so that was the first event here at Micromobility. That was the ride portion. As you saw, there was quite a few different vehicles here to see. That last one, that bike, was really awesome. Man, some cool stuff here at Micromobility today. So now we're gonna move on to the next thing. We're gonna do some more test rides. Here we go. So this is Merba with Hived, and Hived is
a parcel delivery company from London. We use loads of different micromobility vehicles for parcel delivery and transportation.
And then we're back here in the green room. We are just kind of hanging out, taking a break from the event, and just kind of chilling. So yeah, we're talking about cake bikes. Yeah. And then first of all, the aura, bro. Okay, so we are leaving the green room now, which is where we just kind of hang out and just chill, take a break from the event. And we're gonna do some more meet and greets. We're gonna see what other kind of e-bikes we got. I actually saw some electric roller skates out there, so we gotta check that out. So let's go see. I'm Brent. Brent, fine to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Justin.
Justin? Yep. And then Justin, can you tell us a little bit about this very sweet looking, I mean, I guess e-bike, but kind of not really.
Yeah, exactly. We see this as kind of like the next gen of e-bikes, right?
Next gen of e-bikes.
Yeah, so this is, we wanted to strip away all the mechanical complexity, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of feature sets, from safety to security, are limited by mechanical components.
Sure.
So this we wanted to fill, so it was all software. We took away the chain, the brakes, the gears.
And then this was regen, right?
Yeah, exactly. So when you're pedaling in, it's regenerating the battery. We're measuring the power, distributing it to the wheels, and kind of monitoring the flows of the bike to make sure you're staying safe.
Fantastic. Yeah. And then the assistive steering, right?
Yeah.
Man, that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
The video was like remarkable. I was kind of shocked to see it's like a self-balancing motorcycle.
Right. So a lot of folks kind of like found one of our early, we started as an autonomous bicycle company, which we were powering a bike autonomously. And we took that and we kind of made it so that what could this do for people? Oh, it makes it easier, safer. And so you can take your hands off, just enjoy the ride.
Unreal, man. That is so wild.
Yeah.
Is this a throttle?
Yeah, this is a throttle. You can touch it. It's
okay.
So when the kickstand's down, everything turns off.
Okay,
if you got
safety.
Yeah, so if you got kids or something, they don't like. My kids love pushing buttons, right?
Of course.
And so if my bike's in the garage, they go up, hit the throttle, takes off into the wall.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
And so we wanted to make sure, okay, kickstand's down, brakes, everything's kind of off.
Yeah.
Right. Another thing we do is we measure: are your hands on it? Are you seated on it? And so that we know when you take your hands off, we know if you're unstable to where you need help balancing.
Wild.
And so we can make all those
and the stair assist.
Yep.
Which is a huge thing.
everybody asks how heavy it is, right?
Right, does it really matter?
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like, hey, we watch with the camera, you're coming up the stairs. It detects when you bump into the stairs.
Yeah.
And so then if you just give a little assist, then it will go into stair climbing mode, measure the stairs.
Yeah,
pick you up.
brilliant. Well, look, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Very excited to see more of this because it's
pretty amazing. Check out wheel.bike. We're taking like beta applications for people that want to participate in the beta.
I will definitely do that. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
Yep, you too. It's detecting you right now, so that is basically as a hey, we see you, right? Notification.
Okay, so the combination between golf carts and micromobility vehicles is a soft spot for me. I love them, so we're gonna go check out this thing. I don't know what it's called, but we're gonna go see what it is. Oh, this is the self-leaning one. Yeah, this is the one I think that they were on stage. It leans when you turn. Pretty cool. All right, so this is the Nimbus. Now we have the official name. This was, again, the one that tilts when you turn, so you can actually do pretty high speeds with this without it tipping over. And I'm gonna step inside and see what it actually feels like. So this is kind of cool. It's a two-seater, so we could put a passenger here in the back, it looks like, or I can put my bag back here. Oh, sweet. Just like a car. Okay, very cool. So the seat moves forward just like a car. Oh, dude, come on. It's actually kind of spacious. Is it okay if I close the doors? Oh, very cool, man. Okay. This is cool. This is very exciting. So if I wanted to, I could roll up the windows here. It could be raining. I can still take this out without having to worry about getting wet. I can get to my location dry, comfortable, hopefully on time, I guess. It reminds me of the suicide doors from the old Cadillacs and the old kind of classic cars. It's not like that at all, but remember the doors used to open up backwards like that? Those are cool. Okay, so I'm gonna get my bag out. Alright. Goodbye, Nimbus. Are you guys doing demos of these today by any chance? Electric inline skates. I have never seen something like this. I'm definitely gonna try these out.
The main thing you're gonna feel is like your body's being pushed backwards because your gravity center goes back. So as long as you start with your arms in front, keeping the core engaged, there you slowly accelerate, and there you have it. Same with the brake, but of course oppositely.
But you can do like this, right?
So with the brake, you have to actually sit down.
It's just like a skateboard, like skateboard.
Yeah,
you gotta really lean to, otherwise you're gonna. And same thing for braking too. You gotta lean back. You gotta really start. Yeah, that's cool, man. Well, thank you guys so much. Very excited. I'll see you at 1.
Definitely.
Thank you very much.
What are you looking at here, Brent?
I mean, the Batmobile of scooters. I don't know, man. This is something. I think this is Bruce Wayne's e-scooter right here. I bet you that is powerful. It looks like the scooter from the new racing league of electric scooters. I don't know if it's the same one. We gotta wait for somebody. Dude, look at this. It's like a rack and pinion, like a car almost. Really? Yeah. Interesting.
Is that the steering?
Yeah. Oh. Very interesting.
Go in and do that again. Look at this. Interesting.
I think it's for it's for like this. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Oh, it feels so good. This is what's so beautiful about San Francisco, man. It's just the weather. It was 115 degrees out the other day, and here it's 75. You can see the city in the background, the bridge. Oh,
Love it.
This one next?
Yeah, dude. Is it a golf cart? Is it a three-wheeler? Who knows? I mean, yeah, it does have three wheels. All right, hi. I'm Brent.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Daniel Lajeunesse.
Daniel.
And we're with LV, and this is the Cerit.
Sweet, very nice, man. Okay, give me a rundown. This thing looks amazing. What's the main purpose or functionality of this, would you say?
So we're looking at three main obstacles that we're trying to overcome. First is the obvious one, emissions.
Right.
So as you're moving away from vehicles, there is the option of switching over to purely electric, but we're not taking care of an option or an issue there with right-sizing your ride. So
Right.
you're still, even if you are an electric vehicle, you're still charging and moving 5 seats. So the idea here is we're moving 1 seat as opposed to 5.
Yeah.
A lot less power requirements, and the other benefit is it's going to have an impact on congestion. At least we hope so.
More cars off the road,
More
cleaner air,
Exactly.
more people outside. Yeah.
Exactly. So as you're moving and you're a quarter of the size, that's our target, quarter of the size of the regular vehicle.
Right.
You can get 4 within the same amount of space, and also the benefit to that is parking. Of course. So if you're looking at downtown environments, whether it's San Francisco or back home in Toronto, parking is extremely expensive.
Can you park like this?
You can park. You can park both in parallel,
Yeah.
or it's a little bit trickier any other way, but the idea is that 4 of these fits in one of those parking spaces.
Got it.
That's
Okay.
been our target the whole time.
All right.
We have been playing with the sizes a little bit, but we never move away from the fact that it's a 4-to-1 vehicle.
Got it. Okay, and then do we have storage back there?
Absolutely. So right now we do have a storage space in the back, and we're actually going to be modifying the front because right now it's wasted space, so we will be adding a front. Exactly.
Front trunk.
A front trunk.
Okay. Can we take it for a ride?
Absolutely. So
Keys, just like a car?
So here's your ignition, which since it's electric, you're on. So right now we still have 2 brake handles.
Okay.
We will be going to 1 in the future, but we have 2 right now, front and back. Right now the parking brake is on. You simply need to squeeze and it will pop it off. This is motorcycle style throttle, so you'll just be accelerating. Here's that medium, high, low speed I was referring to earlier.
Yep.
Your front and reverse.
Okay.
No need to use them right now, but we do have indicator lights. We'll put on the full light.
Excellent.
And then the red buttons are your horns.
Both horns on the side too?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, here we go.
Good to go. Have fun.
That's the brakes. Oh, it's actually strong braking too. Okay, that was level 2. It has a high mode, but we've been asked not to use the super fast mode. But this thing feels pretty fun to ride. The reach is a little far. It would be nice if you could maybe tilt the handlebars forward, raise them up just a little bit so it's about right here. But otherwise, this thing is a joy to ride. It'd be really cool on back, like kind of lonely roads or trails. Yeah, this is fun. I'm out of here. One more time. Probably saw there, I was backing up, which is kind of cool. So this thing has a forward function, you can go forward, or you can actually back it up, which is pretty handy. So when I'm done, parking brake, keys off, there we go.
Still in the pre-production model, so we still have to.
Yeah, of course, man. You gotta do some trial stuff before we get the final one out. That makes sense. All right, so we are going to test out these inline electric skates from a company called Escend. We're going outside right now in this beautiful San Francisco weather. I'm a little afraid that I'm gonna fall and crack my head. Wish me luck. Here we go. Electric inline skates, man. Wild. Not like a regular inline skate like what we're wearing right here, where I would have to be taking my shoes off. This is more like, almost it reminds me of snowboarding, where you've got your boots on, and then you put them in the bindings like this.
This will go on your right hand,
Okay.
I will hold it first to help you at the beginning to feel the first sensation.
Sure.
And then, just keep this one, turn it on.
Okay.
The other one on.
Okay.
And they're already working. Nice.
I really do. Let me get these things a little bit tighter here.
Yes, go for it. As you feel comfortable.
I like these. I like them pretty. I like everything.
The tighter, the better, in my opinion.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, so what we're going to feel now at the beginning, I'm going to use the remote to make you feel what the body feels when you accelerate too fast. Yeah?
Yeah.
You got this. You got this.
All right.
That was good. That was.
This is my dream my whole life. Yeah, man, me too. Oh,
there you go. Okay. So you have to sit down a little more to avoid the cracks in the ground. There you go. That's why, for example, he had skated before, and I can feel that core position and that body forward.
You get used. It's the same position, the same core position. I feel like is when you want to push off.
Yeah,
it's tight up.
It's here.
Yeah.
So you just.
They went to the handlebars.
It also reminds me. I mean, I know it's not the same posture, but that down low, that crouch is like reminds me of snowboarding.
Yes.
So it's lower center of gravity. All right, my friend. That's it for me. I appreciate it. Thank you for the demo. Very good stuff. Yeah. Thank you so much. This is what it feels like to be Chris Hemsworth. 6'3". Super tall. Dude, that was cool. So a quick recap here. The experience on that is it's an interesting experience of those skates because it feels a lot like an e-skateboard, where when you first get on an electric skateboard, you really have to lean forward when you accelerate, or it's gonna spit. It's gonna kick out your feet from under you. And then also, just like an e-skateboard, when you stop, you want to like really lean back to stop. Same thing with those. Body position is so important. But man, that was fun. So, okay, next thing, here we go. All right, so we are looking at a Voro Motor scooter here. I don't think we have reviewed anything from these guys, so it'll be interesting to at least just check this out. Very interesting battery design here. It's kind of like a tilting loading. I'm guessing this is probably around a 25 amp hour battery. It's pretty huge. This is a big old battery, but it's a small little bike, so let's go check it out. Or I guess it's actually a scooter. There's no. It's out of battery.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, just about. It's cut out. Oh well. All right, so this is the Kabu Wolf electric scooter, dual drive, super powerful, tons of battery, really powerfully bright lights, and this is something that we've been wanting to review for a while, but haven't been able to get our hands on, so this is going to be exciting to take it for a test ride. Let's see what happens. It's so powerful that it literally is just wheel spinning. If I punch the throttle, the wheels just break loose. I mean, this is a ridiculously powerful scooter. You get the front wheel kind of.
Crazy powerful, huh?
Dude, it's ridiculous. I mean, that is just absurd. Oh, you can smell the rubber now too. Yeah, it's got good suspension. It's ridiculously powerful. Dude. The suspension is exactly what you need for this road, so I'm really interested to see how the suspension setup works, because there's a lot of potholes here, and that's one of the biggest issues with skateboards is, I mean, if you guys know, if you ride a skateboard, one little pebble is all it takes, it'll send you off, so let's see how this goes. Okay, this is the Hunter board, Hunter electric skateboard. Excellent.
Yeah, exactly.
And the suspension was made by you guys?
Yeah, made by us. And
okay.
We have a patent on it, actually.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so main difference between this skateboard and a normal skateboard. On the normal skateboards, normally the wheels they turn in the front and in the back. Right. Ours is just in the front. We made it more or less like a Formula One.
Yeah,
so
okay.
It's rigid in the back.
Right.
And it turns in the front.
The front wheel is actually...
Yeah. And it's higher in the back and thinner in the front. This makes us have a more stable board that avoids speed wobbles.
Yes.
Okay.
Speed wobbles are the worst.
Yeah. Second thing is our suspension with these shocks makes the terrain looks very smooth. On a normal skateboard, like you feel it like in your chin, like your brain is going like this.
Your teeth want to chatter out.
Yeah, exactly. Not this one. You go very smooth and don't have potholes and stuff. It will go just right through it without any problem.
Excellent.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Other thing is, because we have these shocks, we can have these tires that are solid without compromising range. We will still have like the smooth ride of the tires that
but you still
are
have
with hair.
the hardness.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You get more efficiency.
Yeah,
Better rolling efficiency.
Yeah. If you want, we are also designing all-terrain wheels that we will have less range, but it will be even smoother.
Right.
But for, let's say, for the city and for daily commuting, these ones are the best ratio between range and power.
Go forward for going fast. Go back to not fall on your butt. Am I ready? We'll see. Suspension is good. You gotta stay on this side. This thing is pretty cool, man. It's the Hunter board. It's relatively lightweight for, you know, e-skateboards are normally kind of heavy. So the turning is really interesting on this. Like he was saying earlier, I mean, the wheels themselves kind of turn, so it's a funky feeling. But it actually feels remarkably stable for how high off the ground it is. Because look, I mean, the deck is pretty high off the ground. You know, I mean, you got almost like 6 inches of clearance. That increases the center of gravity, makes it more difficult to control. But you know, overall, it's actually pretty groovy. Dig it. All right, my fellow e-bike friends, that is it for Micromobility Day 1. It was a fun-filled day at this event. We saw a lot of cool products, a lot of cool e-bikes, e-scooters, pretty revolutionary stuff here today. Hope you guys dug this video of Micromobility Day 1. Stick around because tomorrow will be Micromobility Day 2. So, until then, peace.